Hi guys, welcome back to Deliberate Conscious and Candid Talks. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all who really supported me by viewing or watching my videos. I really appreciate that. Uh, but one thing I want you guys to do is make sure you share. If you like it, kindly share because that's how you will support my channel. And yeah, here we are today again. Talking about matters relationship, and I'll give him the opportunity to tell us what we are talking about today.
Yes, welcome back. Today we are talking about a very interesting and very good topic about transition from friendship to lovers, and I hope you will enjoy. And
Yes.
please remember to comment and like.
Absolutely. So,
Yes.
so guys, the reason why we thought about bringing the topic of transitions from friendship to lovers is because I think that's our story, right? We've been friends for a very long time, a very crazy long time. Well, is it that long?
6 years to be
Is
precise.
6 years a long time? I don't know, but
really long.
yeah. So that's been our story, and the transition between being friends to being lovers, I don't think is that easy and that seamless as people would have it. Because I hear people mostly talk about if you're friends with someone, it will be easy for you to be lovers also, because probably you have that chemistry, right?
Yeah.
But again, I think you also have to be very intentional when it comes to now that growth from friendship to lovers. I don't know. Do you feel like there's something that has changed since we started dating, even though we've not dated for that long?
Yeah. I think there's something that has not. I think a lot has changed because one.
Yeah.
There's no longer that thing that you're trying to win this person again,
Okay.
But now there is joy that whatever you are doing it so that you can sustain the relationship. But initially it was, I want this person, but I don't know how to get them without ruining the relationship or the friendship. And I think that is the fear.
So there was kind of pressure.
Yeah, and I think most of it is coming from within because one, you don't want to ruin the relationship you have. So there's that fear. If I make my move, will it affect our friendship and all that? And most of the times, people don't even see it. That they start chemistry.
Yeah.
It takes someone else who is an audience.
Oh, like we don't see it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Which has been our case.
It a lot, by the way, that someone else to come up and tell you. And you guys, you could make a very nice couple. Then you're like you used to say, we are just friends and we are good friends. Yeah. And I think that used to give me some tension because I feel like I need to make a move. Then again,
but okay, so did you make a move because people were saying we look good together, or is it that it was something internal?
It was something internal, but from day one I knew there's something. I could feel it. But now,
you guys, I thought he came for me because people were saying
no,
together. No. I don't think that's a solid foundation.
And I think from the first time I told you how I feel about you, that was 2016, 2017, I guess.
I don't remember.
And every time you said no, I felt like it's a motivation.
Really?
Yeah. I felt like try again.
Motivation or discouragement?
No, I didn't take it that way because I told you I felt like there was something great. So anytime you told me that no, I felt like I needed to do more. And I think what I was saying that it takes someone else who is not part of what you have to
see
to show you actually to show you or to tell you that there is something that you're not seeing. You see, which it happened a lot, especially the time nilikuwa chairman wa youth na everyone was like, you two guys mnatuficha, Yeah. So I think kako kafia kako.
Well, yeah, okay. I feel like you brought us the positive side and negative side. Oh, should I call it negative? Yeah, maybe positive and negative because you're talking about fear and also the joy that comes now with at least now you already have what you are looking out for, and
Yeah,
now
sure.
the work that you're putting in is towards the growth.
Yeah, sure.
Now let me start off there, because now I'm talking about the work that comes in, right? When we were just friends, I think it was just an easy relationship in this sense. I wouldn't, okay, I was concerned,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't ask too many questions. You get, guys, I don't know if you ask your friends too many questions, but for now, as in now that we are dating, I feel like now we have conversations, personal conversations, and now you're forced to be vulnerable.
Yeah, sure.
Like I have to open up and let you see me, like, internally.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know, things that my weaknesses, probably you fell in love with my strength as a woman,
Yeah.
and the way maybe you are seeing me from the outside, composed, nini. But you see, when you start dating, now you realize, oh my goodness, she struggles with this fear.
Yeah, sure.
She struggles with ABCD. So you start seeing my weaknesses. Were you at any point afraid of such exposure? And are you now having to deal with the same? Like, are you struggling with opening up, by the way?
Actually, I think the fear that was there, not yako kwangu, or the way probably feeling kuna vitu zita happen along the way, ama when I get to know the weaknesses, I was actually worried about mine. If I now tell you about my weaknesses and some of the flaws that I have,
Will I be ready to stay?
Yeah. So I
So
was
are you
not
dealing with
concerned
us
about
now?
yours, because one, I was ready for everything. Like, I wanted the whole package. You with your flaws and with your failures and all that. Because I know we are not, there is no one single person who is flawless.
Okay.
So I was ready for that. What I was struggling with is, will she take, or will she want to live with this guy with all his fears, with all his scars and all that?
Yeah.
So it was about me, not you.
How do you think you're dealing with the same right now? Like, are you still struggling with the same? How is it opening up and being vulnerable and having somebody to question? Because honestly, guys, if you, I don't feel like you're ready for a relationship if you're not ready to open up. I don't think you're ready for a relationship if you're not ready to be asked questions, tough questions for that matter. Because remember, this is a person you're going to eventually spend the rest of your life with, and the decisions that you both make, the decisions that you make,
Yeah, sure.
will affect my life majorly, and the decisions that I make will affect your life. So definitely, when it comes to even finances, we will have to discuss. When it comes to things that you don't like and things that I don't like or I like, we will have to discuss. And some things are not easy to talk about. So I feel like one of the major transitions that I've had to experience in this relationship now, from friendship to being lovers, I think one of the major transition is having to be vulnerable, like having to now open up entirely. Ajue, how do you handle your finances?
Yeah, sure.
How do you handle your relationships with other people? Again, I think because now there are boundaries there. I don't know where we mark the boundaries now, because I don't know how much of your life I can dig.
But you're free to dig as much as you want, as long
I
as
feel the same way.
Yeah, because you're not digging to expose me. You're digging to make me a better person. I believe.
Yeah.
And to go back kidogo, this is a ship. That's why it's called a relationship. And the engine of any relationship is communication. And in effective communication inakuwaga na intentionality, and now you being vulnerable. That is everything. If you do not open up, as in you're not going anywhere. Because hiyo ndio inaleta communication. You ask something that you feel, I think he's struggling with something. Let me ask now. And anytime I won't tell you the truth, or I decide to withhold the information, you will know. And at some point you will ask again.
If you know this person very well, and if you're connecting, you must be able to identify when things are not okay.
Yeah, I believe you will know when I have vitu zenye hata watu wanafikiriaga that you can't see, like emotional pressure and stress and all that. definitely I will tell when you're not okay. Or hata ukaniambia mara 200-300 that you're okay, I know that something is not right, because
Yeah.
there's something you do when you are at your best,
Oh,
and when you're not okay emotionally, you can show that part of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but what do you think? What do you think are the major transitions from being friends to lovers? I don't know if you've had that experience before, and if not, what are your fears? Because maybe you're there and you're thinking about katiaing somebody who is probably a friend, a very close friend, and you have the same fears as him, that maybe you wouldn't want to lose them as a friend. But again, when you think about going for that relationship, you feel like it will not stand because of a few things. These are the things we are highlighting today, because we want you to be aware of them as you go forward and as you take your shot. We want you to be aware that, one, vulnerability, surprisingly, I feel like vulnerability in relationship is the strength of that relationship.
Yeah, sure. You know,
Yeah, that sounds like something that contradicts itself, but the truth is, if you're vulnerable, your relationship will stand. It will be strong enough because you're able to communicate. Like you said, you're an engine, yeah, relationship. You're able to communicate, so therefore you're able to handle things that would bring problems in later days.
yeah, sure. And sometimes the reason why people feel like it's too much to take, when you are not kuna hiyo transition, when you really want this person, not as a friend now, so you want it to move to the next level, but you don't want to lose them, and it's a fear yenye haifai kuwa hapo, because you know whether you make your move or not, it will affect you the same way, because if you don't tell them, and
I like that, because it's true.
It is true.
Like if you're being true to yourself, if you don't have them in the way that you want to have them, you'll still have a struggle in a certain way.
Yeah.
So you better just face those fears, and whatever comes.
Yeah.
After you've given your shot.
Yeah. All you need is that courage. Yeah, the courage to tell this person how you feel, and you know, I think expressing your emotions, some of your feelings, to someone, I think it's the hardest bit in a relationship, because one, you want to be intentional, and you don't want to hide anything.
Definitely.
Because when now you start hiding behind what people can see, I think you won't be able to open up and to, as in.
Obviously, because what will be the difference between us and other people?
Yeah.
Because you see, the way you're building a wall between you and other people, that they can only know you at up to a certain point. And if you build that same wall with me, then I don't think there's any difference. There's exclusivity, hakuna.
Yeah.
So another transition I think is major is friendships now, because you have to place boundaries with your friendships and with mine. Because for me, I don't know about you, but for me, nowadays I'm kind of cautious with how I speak to other guys, because the question I'm asking myself is, would you be happy if you found myself interacting with another guy up to a certain point? So do you feel like it has affected your friendships in any way, or for you it's just normal? It's business as usual.
To be honest, and with all the sincerity, it can never be the same. Because now, the kind of friends you had, like, it's not that you will do away with or distance yourself with your lady friends, but now the conversations and your you change. Because if there's something we need to discuss, if we cannot do it to cure, as in me and my lady, then I don't think it's worth the shot. So, and it's with all due respect, it is not that tunajaribu kusema that una cut off your friends.
No, definitely
as
not.
You una maintain friendship yako na watu, but now you be, as in any decision una make inafaa kuwa unafikiria your person
first.
Yeah.
Plus I feel like you discuss it first with your person before you. Junasikianga, some people have best friends and then they have their boyfriends or their girlfriends. So I'm like, and this is something we also discussed with my friends before. And like, can you have a best friend who is a lady and then have a girlfriend?
And most times inakuwaga ni best friends, quote unquote.
Honestly,
your best friend is your spouse or your partner. They are your best friend. And most of the times relationships zinakosaga kuwa kama unapata the people started as friends, then when ilifika hiyo level now they are dating,
Yeah.
wanaanza kukosana because of so many very small things. Why? Because uliona ni kama umefika, then uka let go of the friendship, and if there is something
okay,
you're
that's
supposed to
something else.
retain, it's that friendship.
Yeah.
That matters a lot than even what you're doing, because this one, you this person, and you
So anyway, guys, the bottom line is when you're moving from friendship to lovers to dating and all that, there are definitely some things you're supposed to be aware of, honestly, and you have to put in more work now. You have to put in more work because now you get to know this person deeper. You get to know their friends even more. Okay, maybe when you're friends, you share friends, but again now there are things you'll just learn about them that you didn't know while you were still, basic friends. Yeah, so it's good to be aware of those things. And kindly, guys, we want you to interact with us. Tell us what you think. Do you think it's an easy transition from friendship to being lovers? Do you think we are overthinking it? And do you think we should put in more work when it comes to that? Kindly remember to comment and to share, most importantly. If you like it, kindly give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciating us is the only thing we want you to do. If you love this video, thank you for staying here to the end. We really do appreciate, and God bless you. Until next time, bye.